channel. Thank you so much for stopping by and hanging out with me today. I really do appreciate it. So I just thought I would come on here and do a quick eye look using one of the palettes that is in my Shop My Stash for this month, and a palette that I have yet to play in since picking this up. This is the Pat McGrath Labs Mini Voyage palette, and I did already do one eye, and I did my brows already, and then I'll go off camera and do the rest of my face and all of that. But this is what the palette looks like. It has some really pretty shades, and I did just do this look, like I said, off camera. This is what it's looking like. I really do like it, and it wasn't hard to work with or anything like that. So what I'm going to do is show you what I did on this side, and then, like I said, I will go off camera, and then we will finish up the rest of the face and all of that off camera, and then come back on and give you my thoughts about this little palette. So what I initially did is I primed with my e.l.f. Putty Eye Primer. I don't think this is still available. I could not find it on Ulta's website or on the e.l.f. website, but if I could find it on Amazon, I will link it for you guys down below. It has gotten a little dried out. I think it was how I stored it, but that is what it looks like. It is very comparable to what I had before, which is my MAC Painterly Paint Pot. You guys know how long that took me to use. I'm hoping that's not the same case with this. Just set my eyes with some powder. Started with this shade here, which is just it's called Entrapment. It's this matte kind of brownish shade. I started very lightly with that with my new Juvia's I Love by Juvia's makeup brush. These are so nice. The quality of them and the aesthetic is so beautiful. I got these a long time ago in a Ulta haul, I believe, like last year sometime maybe, I want to say. And I'm barely using them now. Finally decided to pull them. But I just take it and I'm just putting it right in my crease and a little bit above my crease. It's a very nice shade. It looks dark in the pan, but I'm going in very lightly because I don't want to overdo it. You guys know sometimes I overdo it with the crease shades and I go super far up and all of that, and then I end up not liking the way that it looks. So I'm trying to just take my time and not really like go in heavy-handed. But I just take this little brush and I'm going to go into this like purpley deep shade. It's called Night Creature right there. And I believe this one in the middle is a new shade, but the rest are from other Pat McGrath palettes. And I had talked to you guys about this palette being so pricey for what you get. It is very tiny, I will say. Like, the pan sizes are so small. And I didn't think it was going to be this small, in all honesty. But what I did is I just brought it on the end, and then I brought whatever was left over, and I'm just going to go back in again. But it is pricey, in my opinion. $29 for something like this. So this is my ColourPop Amethyst palette, and we're not comparing shades, but this palette here is $14 regular, but you can get $3.50 off with Ulta. And right now I think ColourPop is doing, if you spend $50 or more, you can get 20% off the full purchase, which is a great deal. But you see the difference? This is a $14 palette, full priced, and this is $29. So obviously I understand that Pat McGrath is a higher end brand. I get that. But for me, sometimes I feel like you're just paying for the name. I will say so far today when I used this palette, I will say that everything blended very effortlessly. Like, I didn't have to put so much work into it. So the quality is great, in my own personal opinion, but still worth $29. I'd say, nah, you can find something that's a little, that's bigger, cheaper, and just as good, in my opinion. I'm going to go into, with my finger, this shade called, I think it's the new shade, Eleganza. And I'm just going to take that with my finger. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous shade. I'll show you it before I put it on. Just super beautiful, like rosy tone. There we go. See how gorgeous that is? And I'm going to place that on the lid. And I only did it to a certain point. And I will tell you, it did have a little bit of fallout when I put it on the lid. I go back into that deeper matte purple. And I'm just going to place it back on this end. And then the last one I took, first shade, which is called Skin Show Divine Glow. It's that real pretty shade right there. It's like a shimmer bone color, I guess you would call it. And I just take it and put it right here, kind of blending it into that other shimmer. Pretty much it. I just have to add a little bit to the lower lash line. I'm going to just blend right here a little bit more. But it was a fairly easy and quick look. Like, it didn't take a lot of blending. I will say that there are some great quality shadows in here, besides just a little bit of fallout on that really beautiful shade. But for the most part, you can see what we got without the mascara and all of that. I mean, it's very, very beautiful. No complaints there. So I am kind of happy that I picked it up, although again, if you're looking for value for your dollar, I would say definitely this is not going to be it for you because it doesn't have a lot of shades. Although it's beautiful and gorgeous, I would say that you can definitely get something like what I showed you, the ColourPop one here, if you're looking for like those beautiful purple tones. I'm not saying it's a dupe or anything like that. Quickly go off camera. I'm going to finish the rest of the face and then I'll come back on and we will give my final thoughts and opinions. So I will be back, guys. Okay, friends, so I'm finally back with the finished look. I finished way earlier, but my husband came home from work and he fell asleep. He was really tired and he fell asleep on our bed, and I film in our room. So I had to wait. I didn't want to disturb him. He's been getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning to go to work. I'll show you what I used for the rest of the face. I like to share that with you guys. Dior Forever Skin right there in one in, and I mixed it with this Tarte C Hydro Flex Serum Foundation in 20 in. So I mixed the two. I told you guys that I would take a little of this so I can finish it up because I'm very, very close to being done. And I would take some type of tinted moisturizer and mix the two, and that's what I did. And I do like the overall finished look. It's not super heavy or anything on the face. And then for powder, I used my Pure Cosmetics. It's also in a project, loose powder for under the eyes. And then I used my Lancome Absolute powder for all over the rest of the face. I did take 2 primers today. I took the Tatcha, it's a project again, and the Versali Liquid Glass. I took both of those and put those on the face today for primers. For bronzer, I used my Rimmel Natural Bronzer, Amazon for less than $3. And then I took this ColourPop Flirt Alert Pressed Powder Blush. So pretty, the packaging, I love it. That is what's on my cheeks. It's just a beautiful mauve toned blush, very beautiful. Of course, you guys know the palette that I have on the eyes is this one here, the Pat McGrath Mini Voyage, I think is called, yep. And then lashes, I took my Essence Lash Boosting Primer, which I love. And then I took my e.l.f. Big Mood Mascara in Pitch Black for the top lashes. And then I took my AOA Studio Curl for the bottom lashes. I do love the way it looks on the bottom. It just really makes the lashes. I love it for both top and bottom, but I love it on the bottom because it's a small wand. For lips, I took this NYX Suede Matte Lip Liner in Toulouse. And I'll just swatch it to show you real quick what it looks like right there. Very, very pretty, very matte, but not drying at all. And then I took this lipstick I had never used, but I've had in my collection. This is a new Creme Revlon lipstick in 764 on the mauve. I did hear that Revlon is maybe going out of business. I know they went bankrupt. I don't know if they're going to sell the brand to someone. This is a cream lipstick, absolutely beautiful. And again, I never used it, so I paired it. This is the lipstick here and the lip liner. I thought it was a good combo. And then over top, because I had never tried this, this is the Gerard Cosmetics Liquid Hydra Matte Lip in 1995. This is what the packaging looks like. Very sleek and very high-end looking. And then this is the shade. I just took the very littlest amount because I didn't want it to deepen it up that much, but just kind of set everything. And that is the shade there. So the three together are just super beautiful. And I do sometimes like to go and do that layering effect so I can use more products. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I'm going to come in closer, of course, show you guys the overall finished look. I definitely love the way everything looks together. I did forget to show you, I used 2 concealers under my eyes and on the rest of my face that are in projects. ColourPop, Pretty Fresh, and my Julep, which is almost done. I forgot to mention those to you guys, and I saw them here, so I thought I would just mention them. And then, of course, for my brows, I did that off camera. I just used my Wet n Wild Ultimate Brow, which I absolutely love. So let me come in closer and show you the overall finished look. And although I have this situation going on down here on my chin, I still feel like the coverage is nice. It's not completely gone, which I don't want anyways because it's super hot out. I just want it to look at least even and together. And I feel like I accomplished that with the foundation products that I used today. But overall, I love the way the eyes came out. I showed you the shades that I use, and then I just took the 2 matte shades and blended them on the lower lash line just for a little bit extra. The 2 matte shades that are in the palette, the only 2, I took both of those. But I will say, as I said so many times in this video, although it's pricey, I do really like it. I think it's beautiful. I love that shade, and really that's why I bought it, which is kind of dumb. But this shade right here is so gorgeous. Let me swatch these for you guys one more time. These are all of the shades. Sorry, I'm getting more all over. They're on my fingers, but these are all of the shades starting from the top. So these are the top 3 and then the bottom 3. Beautiful, beautiful shades. Absolutely gorgeous. That I am very happy with it. I'm probably not going to return it like I considered just because it's super pretty. And I definitely love this look. And I got it so fast, so quick. It didn't take a lot of blending or anything on the eyes. I mean, it was just absolutely beautiful and just easy to use. So guys, I just wanted to quickly come on here and show you guys the overall finished look. I hope that you guys enjoyed this eye look, this video, and if you did, of course, I would love for you to give this video a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, I would love for you to subscribe if you'd like to watch more videos like this and other videos from me. If there's a specific palette that you want me to do a look with, please feel free to leave that down below. I would love to do that for you guys. But this is going to complete this video for today. Thank you guys again so much for watching. All of the products will be linked down below if you want to check any of them out. And also wanted to let you guys know that I do have a referral link with ColourPop for 15% off, where you can get 15%. I don't earn any commission or anything like that. I just, you would get a discount and then I would get a discount off of a purchase. So if you want to use it, it's down below with my LYS affiliate link. And if not, no worries, but I just wanted to let you guys know that. So guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.